We can show you some live pictures now. This is in Ukraine, in Kyiv actually. This is the St. Michael's Church. You're watching some early Easter services there. Of course, this is all taking place amid a temporary ceasefire announced by the Russian President Vladimir Putin. Cities across Ukraine bracing to see if that ceasefire will hold, a temporary one, around 30 hours. Of course, Ukraine has already signed on to a 30-day ceasefire, something that Russia has yet to do. But the early hours there, you see in Ukraine, people there celebrating Easter already on Sunday. I'm Carl Nassman in Washington. Stay with us for more on BBC News.
Ukrainian President Zelensky and Russian President Putin say fighting has continued despite a proposed Easter truce, with each leader blaming the other.
Ukraine has accused Russia of stepping up its attacks in the last few hours, despite Vladimir Putin announcing a temporary Easter truce in the war yesterday. Volodymyr Zelensky said his forces had reported increased shelling and drone strikes this morning. Russia's also accused Ukraine of violating the truce more than 1,000 times already. Anna Geary reports.
At this Orthodox Easter service in Moscow, the Russian President Vladimir Putin is among the congregation. Yesterday, he announced a temporary Easter ceasefire in Ukraine, citing humanitarian reasons. It would hold from 6 p.m. Moscow time last night for 30 hours until midnight on the 21st of April. But these pictures from Ukrainian police were apparently taken this morning in Donetsk, in eastern Ukraine. The aftermath of more Russian aggression, seemingly breaking the truce.
We could hear the air raid alert last night. And also I reached out to the people I know on the front lines, and they all confirmed hours after the ceasefire was supposed to take place, the Russians were shelling the Ukrainian positions with artillery. And then by the morning, they have started the assault attacks.
This footage from the Russian army shows servicemen celebrating Easter on the front line. But the Ukrainian president accuses Russia of creating an impression of a ceasefire. Volodymyr Zelensky claims his forces are seeing an increase in Russian shelling today. He says 26 assaults have been carried out and further drone strikes. In his Easter address, the Ukrainian president praised his nation's resilience. Meanwhile, Russia's defense ministry is now accusing Volodymyr Zelensky's army of violating the ceasefire. There is some joy felt this weekend by families in Russia and Ukraine, with hundreds of prisoners swapped in the war's largest exchange. Thousands, though, remain in captivity, waiting to return home. Anna Geary, ITV News.